Hey, what's going on YouTube? BD Kane 721. Happy Friday morning, 24th of February. Hope everybody's doing well, staying warm and dry wherever you are. I have been so busy this week that I'm in catch-up mode with my collection. I've received a bunch of packages from eBay and other places in the mail over the last week or so, and I've just neglected them until today. And I want to show some of the cards here on video just to give you an update on what my collection's been doing and some of the cards that have come in. I also want to open this package that you see in the background from JT over Triple Crown 24. Now, he received a grading submission back not too long ago and packaged it all up and sent it off to all of us that were involved in that group. And I only had one card, so I don't know why this box is so big. I think I have an idea because he and I have been messaging on Facebook recently, and he asked me a couple questions related to possibly this package. So I have an idea what it is. I'm gonna open it here on camera so we can all share in that. But first I'm gonna update everybody on my magenta speckle set. Now, I've said in the past that I'm only gonna talk about the magenta speckle set when I have an update, and today I do. I only need 3 cards left. I think the last time I talked about this, I needed 4 cards. I was able to acquire one more card in the last week or so. I think before that one, though, I mentioned that I got the Anthony Rizzo. That was on the list when it was at 5 cards to go. I'm not sure if I showed that or not. And then recently, I just pulled in the Ronald Acuna Jr. card. If you don't know by now, these are numbered to 350. And I only need 3 cards left. What are those 3 cards, you might ask? Well, here they are. Austin Riley, number 116. O'Neal Cruz, number 128. And number 184 with Steven Strasburg. I know O'Neal Cruz is available on eBay. I've seen plenty of them available. They're all graded from what I can tell. And I generally don't like to buy graded cards for my sets at this time. So hopefully there'll be a raw version that'll come up here pretty soon. The other 2 cards I don't see too often. In fact, Steven Strasburg, I don't know that I've seen that card at all available. And Austin Riley, anytime that has ever become available, it gets snatched up pretty quickly. There's a lot of Braves fans out there, and he's a pretty good young talent. All right, on to other cards that I've received or that I've gotten in the mail for my PCs. The Trout PC, I pulled in this Sepia 2022 Topps Chrome. I didn't have that yet, so I thought I would pick that up. And then a really cool variation of his 2022 Donruss card. I guess they call it maybe the nickname variation, but it's the Millville Meteor, and it's numbered of 2022. Anything with Millville on it is always good to me because that's where I'm from as well. So we are from the same place. And that's for the Mike Trout PC. The Tatis PC brought in this blue disco ball. I don't know what they call these versions, but they are numbered to 199. And then probably one of the biggest surprises that I've realized over the last week is the 2022 Topps Finest set. This is the green, I think it's the green lava version, numbered to 99. I am really impressed with the design of Topps Finest. I don't know how many Finest fans there are out there. I have slowly become one. I don't really collect a lot of Finest, but whenever I see Finest available, I always try to pick some up. And I really like the design this year quite a bit. So picked that one up for a pretty decent price. And then lastly for the PCs, the player PCs, I've got the Machado cards. And speaking of Finest, as you can see, I really like the design. So I picked up a bunch of Manny Machado's Finest cards, his parallels. The purple, I think this is maybe called the Aqua. The purple is numbered to 250. This Aqua version numbered to 199. Blue to 150. Here's that green lava again, $2.99. And then what's really cool, I really like this card. I think this is called the Rose Gold. Really sharp looking card, number to 75. So really big fan of Finest this year, as you can tell. I may try to pick up some more to fill the rainbow, but look at that shine, look at those colors. I think the biggest thing about, for me at least, with Finest is when they do their color variations for most of the years, the color really stands out really well. Some years maybe it hasn't, but most of the time you get these kind of versions where the color is just popping off the card. So I really like that as well. One other short print that I brought in a Machado is the 2022 Topps Holiday with the bat that has the icicles on it. I think this is the shortest of the short prints. So I was able to get this off of somebody on Blowout Forums for a really, really cool, good price. And then my first 2023 card of Manny Machado is this City Connect logo card, which is the black version, number to $2.99. This came out of Series 1. Manny Machado's base card is not included in Series 1. It will most likely be included in Series 2 like it was last year. So the only things that are on there Machado related are going to be things like this, inserts and autographs and things. So I will be looking for some of those. I'm going to do a video probably next week or soon after that on Manny Machado and my thoughts on his situation with the Padres. So stay tuned for that. And then the other stuff that came in that I wanted to flip through really quickly, I still look for cards from sets of the past that I'm still trying to fill. Remember that I have a completed set for every year since 2011, but there are some years where I'm doing multiple sets of Topps Chrome Parallels, and 2014 is one of them. Here is the Cole Calhoun Black. 2013 Avisel Garcia Sepia and a Jay Bruce Sepia. And then the best card, I think, out of all of the cards that came in recently is a card that I've been looking for a while, and his cards are really hard to find, but when I saw this, I just had to pick it up since you're not going to see it very often. 2012 Topps Chrome Black of Yadier Molina. This is one of those players, I've talked about this before in my videos, that it's really hard to find. They just have such a fan base of collectors that to find a card like this is really really good. These are numbered out of 100, so I'm real excited to get this into the set. I still need about 43 or 44 cards for this set. I do have the Trout, although it's pretty off-centered, but I do have the Trout. I am missing the Harper. That's the biggest card in that set, which will probably make it almost impossible for me to complete, but I do have the blue set 100% complete in that year. Okay, so that's it for the Mail Day catch-up. I am going to pause the camera, pause the video, and open up that box so that I don't waste your time with that, and I will be back in a second to share with you what's inside. Okay, see you in a bit. All right, so I am back. I got the box open, as you can see. Moved some things out of the way so that we can have some space here to see what's inside. I have not yet pulled the contents out, so I'm going to do it here on video so everybody can see what's going on. As I suspected, there was something in the package a little bit more than just, well, a lot more than just the graded card that I had coming back. So let's see. Oh, very cool. I love it. A nice hat with the Triple Crown 24 design on it. That is awesome, JT. That's certainly going to be a hat that I'm going to be wearing. So look out for that on some of the future videos. Oh, wow, cool. National Treasures. Looks like a jersey card of Machado, number to 10. Whoa. I don't know much about National Treasures. All that I know about National Treasures, it's a very expensive product. What year is this? 2021. Very cool. And in a nice little mag. That is really sweet. Trying to figure out what that might have come off of. You know, that blue. Trying to think if maybe there was a day that they played in maybe some older uniforms. But even that blue doesn't really ring a bell. But in any case, that's a cool card. 2 out of 10. Thank you, JT, for that. That is awesome. Here's the card that is the PSA reveal that I'm going to do. And what I thought was going to be coming is a t-shirt. Again, Triple Crown 24. Oh, it's got something on the back, I think, too. Yep, Triple Crown 24. Sports cards. There's his tag. It's Triple Crown. So please use that. Please check him out. I'm going to leave a link below for his channels, his videos, his channel. If you're not a part of his group submission on Facebook, go check that out as well. One of the best YouTubers out there, in my opinion. I've said it many, many times, and I will continue to say it. Let me go ahead and put this awesome Machado up on a stand. That is fantastic. I love that card. Okay. All right. So on to the PSA reveal. So this is a card that I submitted, oh man, I think it's almost 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure it was 2021, March of 2021. And it was a grading submission special that PSA was running on 1960s cards. And if I can find the video, I will link it below so you can go check it out and see what I was thinking back then. But I'm not a vintage collector, but I did have a card from the 1960s in my personal collection that I thought would be fun to just get slabbed up. It's a card that I've had since I was a kid. I don't remember how I got it. My guess is that somebody in my family might have given it to me, maybe as a present. But I just remember knowing that it had Willie Mays on it, and he was obviously a household name back then and still is. So I decided to send it in. And it's the I think this was, did he cover the grade? He did. Good. 1967 Topps Fence Busters with Willie Mays and Willie McCovey. Again, it was a card that I had as a child. I've kept it in a top loader for 30 plus years, and it's never left my collection. I really love the card. I love the fact that Willie Mays is on there in his playing days, and probably later in his playing days, I guess. Willie McCovey, obviously, I think a little bit younger. Talks about the two ball players here on the back, so I won't read that. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen this card out there in the past, and you've seen different versions of it. And I think in my video, and I didn't watch it, and I should have watched it before I made this video, but I'm pretty sure I was looking at this of being a 3 or a 4, somewhere in that range. I thought it was definitely comparable to the ones that are on the eBay at that level, 3 or 4. So let's see what we got. Actually, I nailed it. A 4. Awesome. Very good to excellent 4. So the card itself is in great shape. You can see there's maybe a little wearing on the edges on the back, the coloring, but the interior of the card on the back is in great shape with coloring and centering. The front of it looks fantastic. The coloring is there. There's no creases or anything. The corners are obviously worn, just like all cards of these ages, but that is cool. Going to go into my personal collection. Probably not going to ever leave it until I'm ready to get rid of the entire collection. So very happy with that return. Excited. I nailed the grade. Thought it was a 3 or a 4. And that's it for my catch-up. Again, JT, thank you so much for all of the goodies. I'm certainly going to be wearing those on camera and when I go to shows. So go check him out, and hope everybody has a great weekend. Next week I'll be back with some more Mailday stuff. Maybe have that video talking about Machado and his future with the Padres. But until then, have a great weekend. I will talk to you soon. See ya.